On May 6, 2013, I was brutally raped inside a circular bus in Rio de Janeiro. I can still taste blood in my mouth and the cold of metal in my head. I can still hear the screams of the other passengers and the bandits' sickening laughter. I still relive the moments of horror I experienced at the hands of the criminal, who invaded the bus I was on and raped me in front of everyone. It was a Friday like any other. I would come home from work, tired, but relieved that the weekend was here. I entered the collective that made line 369, Bangalargo de Carioca, sat down on a bench next to the window and took the cell phone to see the messages. I didn't notice when he came upstairs, with a backpack on his back and a hateful look on his face. It was only when he drew a gun and announced the robbery that I realized the danger. The driver was obliged to continue driving, while one of the passengers was given the mission to collect money, watches and cell phones from the others. The vehicle had about 10 occupants. Everyone was taken to the back of the bus, except for me. He chose me as his victim. He dragged me by the arm to a seat next to the driver, hugged me tightly and put the gun to my ribs. Then he hit my head 6 times with the gun, making me bleed and cry. Then he lays on top of me and starts pulling my hair. He put the gun to my head and mouth, threatening me with death if I screamed or reacted. I felt powerless, humiliated, violated. I looked at the other passengers, but they couldn't do anything. They were terrified, paralyzed, shocked. I begged with my eyes for someone to help me, but no one dared to face the bandit. About an hour later, he got tired of playing with me. He got up, grabbed the backpack with the stolen belongings and jumped out of the vehicle, laughing and mocking me. He disappeared into the crowd, leaving me there, bruised, dirty, torn apart. The other passengers and I went to the police station, where we gave statements and received medical attention. I was examined, medicated, oriented. But none of that erased the trauma I suffered. I don't have the courage to ride the bus in the city anymore. I have no more peace or sleep. I no longer have the will to live. I just want justice. I want him to be arrested, I want him to pay for what he did, I want him to never do that to anyone again. I want him to feel what it's like to be the victim of a monster. The civil police are still looking for him, who is about 20 years old, has brown skin and black hair. According to the delegate of the 17th DP, São Cristóvão, Mauricio Luciano, the images from the security cameras inside the collective captured images of him so clear that it was not even necessary to make a sketch of him. He is wanted for rape, robbery and bodily harm. He is considered dangerous and armed. He is one of many criminals plaguing the city of Rio de Janeiro, which is experiencing an unprecedented public security crisis. He's one of many nightmares I'll have for the rest of my life.